grow, still can't stop it.
What is up? I am Crypto Mason, and welcome back to the Crypto Mason YouTube channel. Shout out to the Gold Squad. We look for gold in every single aspect of our lives, and we always find it. Now, before we get into anything right here, make sure that you smash the like button. I don't understand. People in crypto, they might not have hands. Did y'all cut off your hands that you can't like the video? I'm just joking. But it is crazy. The views to like ratio, nobody clicks the like button. It's insane. Okay, PSA. These scammers are now using my voice to prove to you that they're real. Listen to this. Okay, this is... They are using my voice to try prove to people that they are real, these impersonation scammers. Also, I got a DM yesterday. Somebody lost $10,000 to a Coach JV impersonator. You need to be careful, okay? There's one spelling of my names, and that's it. Use official links, okay, into the video. Once again, make sure you drop a like, comment, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. All that influencer BS. Okay, or all that YouTuber BS. Okay. So the market has recovered a little bit. Like, we've recovered. We're at 1.9 trillion. We're not in the 1.8s anymore. Okay. I hate seeing 1.8. I want above 2. Always to see above 2 trillion. I think above 2 trillion should be standard for this market. So Bitcoin has recovered a little bit. Everything, like Ethereum sitting right at 3,000. If we look at this kind of doesn't give me hope, but then we look at the bubbles and we do see a couple green things right here. We've got XDC actually taking a little run, eGold, AVAX, Cello, BSV. But I mean, everything, if you scroll, it's still pretty much a bloodbath across the board. XRP is at 92 cents. Dude, you don't know how much this just kills me seeing this under $1. But also it's giving people an entry point under $1, 92 cents. Some people would say you're crazy not to get into XRP at 92 cents. And in 5 years, it may end up that you were crazy to not get into XRP at 92 cents. But as for XRP right now, there's not too much going on, right? There's not too much going on. We're kind of in like a limbo purgatory mode. We've got Quant under 300. Same situation applies. Some people would say you are mental. And I use that word not in a bad way, just meaning insane, to not get in at 300, right? Hedera Hashgraph, 32 cents right here. I mean, I told y'all this would happen, okay? Here was the announcement. We topped right on the announcement, and boom, we start plummeting, right? Now, I think this is a bit extra. Like, we went extra under where we would have went if we didn't have this market crash. I think we would have just landed at 35, but we went under that, right? Vector space is actually holding up very well. Okay, look at this. Vector space is actually holding up very well. I think a lot of people are investing in this with the mentality that it's the new quant, which means they would have to long-term hold it, right? So I don't think a lot of people are selling out of that. It might also be impossible to sell out of this for some people. It might be hard because it's on bad exchanges. Zinfin is also recovering fast, right? Recovering fast. I mean, this thing has been dead for a while. We're going to see how that gets revived. Update on Electroneum. Still holding. Still waiting for the announcements and the hard fork this month. Yeah, I'm still waiting. Also, Constellation is back to 28, above my entry point. I'm cool with that. I still think 25 cents was the floor. Let me see if it ever dropped below that. I don't think it was, so I was right. 25 in my other videos. Even in my first video about Electroneum, I said 25, or sorry, first video about Constellation, I said 25 was the floor. Look at this. We went for days just bouncing off that floor. XYO update, still holding, doing nothing with it. We're going to see what happens. Okay. This is one of the best clips. By the way, make sure you're watching to the end because I'm going to do some Mr. Pool decoding. And I'm going to do some Mr. Pool decoding. So we love to see that. Now, this clip from CTO Larson right here. Okay, this is Christine Lagarde. She is a beast, right? We know her. She's the president of the European Central Bank. Watch this clip. I love what this guy says. It's perfect.
Cryptos are not currencies. Full stop.
So let's full stop right there. She says this.
Cryptos are not currencies.
Cryptos are not currencies. Now, I literally do agree. I do agree. Some of these should never be looked at as currencies, right? Some of these are not currencies at all. They can be used to go back and forth. Some are really not currencies. But listen to his answer, which I also agree with, right? I agree with this and I agree with him. So what's going to happen? Whatever they want to happen, right? Here we go.
Full stop.
Christine, SWIFT, which is your international payment system, went live in 1977. At that time, it was bleeding edge, a great system. 1977, that was shortly after color TV broadcast became popular in Sweden. Now, in 2021, 44 years later, when I'm sitting here receiving payments for consultancy or for my course, usually people pay with a cryptocurrency, of course. But sometimes someone wants to pay with a bank transfer. Oh my.
Sometimes someone wants to pay with a bank transfer. Oh my. Yeah, that's how I feel too. Okay? That's how I feel too. In Canada, these people can't pay me because it's a cross-border transaction. This is dumb, dude. We have smart cities, smart phones, smart houses, smart microwaves, smart refrigerators, smart dogs. Even when you put the technology on the dog, it becomes a smart dog. Come on, bro. Where's the smart money? Where is the smart money? Why don't we have programmable money?
When someone sends USDT, it takes 2 minutes maximum, usually 30 seconds.
Okay, a little bit longer than that. But
in your position, sit there and say that global digital money on the internet is useless? That's as ridiculous as saying that internet and mobile phones are useless. But surely no one said that, right? They did. Our communications minister in Sweden even said so about the internet at the time. Browsing the internet is just a dayfly, she said. I was sitting there baffled. Now it's happening again. Telecom, I was freaking building it. I will never get a mobile phone, most people said. It's too heavy, too expensive, and I don't even like the idea of people being able to reach me when I'm out. Now it's happening again. Cryptocurrencies will never take off. Most people have an instinct to preserve the old. Janet Yellen won't change. Christine Lagarde won't change. They'll carry this opinion with them to the end of their days when they're 101 years old and 5 billion people are using cryptocurrencies, just as they are using mobile phones today. They will still say it's bad. No, it's the new generation that will pick this up. If cryptocurrencies are not currencies. Okay, fine. Your call, Christine. But let me tell you what cryptocurrencies are. 1. They are your competition. 2. When I'm sitting here in my office in Stockholm and receiving payments to my business, cryptocurrencies
they work better
as a currency than your currency already today.
Like, it's just so good. That, like, this is your chance, okay? This is your chance. You have caught them red-handed in a great innovation. You know, you could say great wealth transfer, and it is a great wealth it's the greatest wealth transfer of all time. But guess what? You have caught them red-handed trying to implement the next 50 years of our life. Like, they are trying to now they position themselves as against this, but really they just want to run it, right? This is your chance to make the money that you missed out on by not investing in Amazon at 50 cents, because Amazon once was 50 cents and now it's like $3,000, okay? So this can happen in your life. You've got a 92-cent asset right here. You've got DAG at 28 cents, right? This is actually possible to happen in people's lives. You have to believe it's actually possible. You know, you have to believe your own magic. I always say that. Imagine you could actually manifest $50 million in 1 month by winning the lottery. That would blow your own mind if it actually happened, right? If you said that to yourself, I will have $1 million by the end of this month, somehow. If you said that to yourself and it happened, you would blow your own mind. You would be probably a midlife crisis, like, how did I just do that, right? You can't do that. You have to be numb to your own magic, and then it works. That's a deep, deep concept, and we're getting kind of spiritual here. You have to not be shocked by your own magic, okay? An opportunity like investing in these can happen for you. Like, it's doable. It happens in people's lives, and you can make it happen in yours. So I hope that makes sense, but that's a very deep concept. I could keep going into that. Look at the sun in my eye. Wow. Crypto Sloth. The sun is rising right now. Crypto Sloth says, no matter what happens to BTC, the Latin American dollar is powered by Quant. The digital pound is powered by Quant. SIA uses them for infrastructure in thousands of banks across the world. This is not SIA coin. This is SIA, which is basically the SWIFT of Europe, which is insane. Oracle uses them for their blockchain platform, okay? The US Federal Reserve, Intel, MIT, IETF, and Juniper and others are working with Quant to create a new internet protocol called ODAP. The IETF made the TCP/IP protocol that created interoperability in the internet we know today. So essentially, the people who made the internet possible are working with Quant to create a new internet protocol. It's so simple, and people still doubt this, dude. Come on, what are these people doing? They hate on Quant. I've heard a couple haters on Quant. Now, we're not going to cover this, actually. We're not going to cover this. But this is basically Brad Garlinghouse saying a Q&A on January 7 on why they didn't settle with the SEC. But we're going to skip over that because it's not that relevant in terms of this video. Yeah. So listen to this clip. This is just a funny clip from Gary Gensler. Listen to what he says.
Could I see around the room how many of you, by a show of hands, if you're willing to admit it, have ever bought personally a Bitcoin or any other crypto asset? Well. All righty.
This dude is evil. Well. Like, he literally did the evil villain. Well. Look, we're going to take all these people's money. Wow. All of you guys invested in crypto? And the reason I know he knows what he's doing here is because he said, if you're willing to show your hand if you got crypto. Moving on to the Mr. Pool decoding. I caught this immediately in the Discord. I put this, okay? Mr. Pool changed his profile picture yesterday to the full moon. Okay, the full moon. It was the full Pisces full moon yesterday. He posted this, which if you look closely in the background, it says Swift, IMF up here, World Bank down here, AU in the top, in the bottom right, and X-Pool in the top right. Now, what is X-Pool, right? What is X-Pool? X-Pool is a product by Ripple that is basically a pool of XRP that people could take from in the simplest terms. It's way deeper than that. But there is this clip who is filmed by somebody on a live stream. And it's like, look, it's like very raw, right? David Schwartz is standing there, he's just recording. And look in the last 20 seconds what this guy asks. Watch what he asks. This is like David Schwartz cannot talk about it. Watch.
One more question. Go ahead.
Is there plans for a pool of XRP to be built for customers to pull from?
Is there plans for a pool of XRP to be built for customers to pull from?
And be fed from other sources?
And be fed from other sources. Now watch what David Schwartz's response is in the last 5 seconds of this.
And was there any point to like the trademark of X-Pool?
And there was there any point to the trademark of X-Pool? So they trademarked X-Pool. He laughs.
So first of all, I'm definitely not allowed to say anything about X-Pool.
He says, first of all, I'm definitely not allowed to say anything about X-Pool. I think that Mr. Pool in this is saying that is coming soon. An announcement of X-Pool or something like this, right? Now, we can dive deeper into X-Pool, but that's all you need to know is that this is lining up, and here's the old information. This is from 2019, by the way. But Mr. Pool has just posted this, and people trust him for some reason, just an anonymous person who posts vague stuff like this, but it's okay. But that's all we got. Appreciate all of you watching. Make sure you follow on Twitter, Instagram, join the Crypto Night Discord, and that is all we've got. Make sure you smash the like button again, and goodbye.
Crawl, still can't stop it.